I believe. Bozeman traffic, Phenom 11816, November 11816, taxiing runway 30 on Alpha, Gallatin. I should have said Gallatin. Hey, Croc, good to see you. Happy to have you along, my friend. We're seeing if we can get rolling. There she goes. Every day in P3D is a new adventure as the sim slowly shows its age and developers move in a different direction. But the one thing I will say for P3D, it takes its lumps. There's no doubt about it. I'm quiet today, you're saying, Kenny? Huh. I don't know. I'm showing, I'm pegging out here. I'll turn up my mic volume a little bit. I might have, it may be, I know what it is. I may have my sounds, let me put the noise canceling headphones on, as they say, as it were. Give me one moment here. Let's turn down the engine sounds here. See if that sounds any better. Do I sound better when nothing's on, Kenny? Or am I still quiet? Downwind, how do I sound? Still quiet. Weird. Storms, are you hearing me okay? Because I don't know. Let's see. That's... I have a headset volume, but that doesn't change my mic. All right. I'll put it up as loud as I can go, where you can hear my breathing and everything. Oh, geez. Am I... Okay, I'm still going the right way. This departure, by the way, does require a little bit of finagling, so let me pull that up real quickly. We'll get down to the end of the runway and we'll brief this departure. Essentially climbing runway heading to intercept the 231 course to Rancher, and I have to be at Rancher at or above 8,000, and then I head towards T-Rex, and then from T-Rex I turn south heading 181. Supposed to maintain 16,000 and then expect the filed altitude, but we're just going to go straight up 390. We may struggle even to get there, honestly. It's only an hour and a half, hour 40-minute flight. I moved my mic a little closer, Kenny, and I just maxed out my volume, so hopefully it'll sound okay. You know me, I've got a lot of really important things to say. Beautiful, beautiful scenery up here. Orbix did a nice job with this region. There's no question about it. Okay, we're coming to the hold short line. We will just check our takeoff configuration here. Landing lights are going to come on. Okay, panel lights are turned on. Cabin, I don't need any of that. Emergency lights, that looks all good. This is flaps are set, altimeter set. We are going to head, let me show you this departure. This is what I'm going to attempt to fly. It happens fast. So you depart 303, you jam right on to 231, and then you have 9 miles from Rancher to T-Rex before you're heading south again. And I don't think I've flown this departure correctly yet. So this would be something else if I was able to do it. So let's set the heading to 303. And then we will, again, everything is, I'm going to arm the heading. I've got everything armed that I can have armed. And I'm going to engage the autopilot, and then we'll just pop it into nav mode as soon as we can. Sometimes I get brave and I try to hand fly this a little while, but this departure happens so fast that I don't generally. Will stream in Fort Worth Center. Oh, very cool, very cool. And final looks clear. Runway's clear. Bozeman traffic, Phenom at 11816, departing runway 30 straight out westbound, Bozeman. B speeds, real quickly, we are fairly heavy. I'm looking at a rotation speed of about 110 today. So here we go. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. There's rotation speed. There's positive brake, gears coming up. Blowing through the flap speed here in just a minute. Autopilot's engaged. Let's see how we do. Comes back down, hopefully. There it comes. Trying to climb out at that 3,000 feet per minute. Well, I already have a little bit of an issue. I'm not going to Rancher at all. I had the wrong, apparently had the wrong must have the wrong runway selected. Alright, let's make that the active leg. Let's pray that it doesn't screw things up too badly. We will go ahead and try to intercept that heading. It's not exactly how we're supposed to fly that, but we can still be fairly close where we should be. Go about a 210 heading and intercept that. Out we go. I don't mind that 2 Fox livery. I kind of like that orange and black. Up into the clouds, about 7,000 was where they were supposed to be. We're already through that, but you can see the haze level. Okay, we're on an intercept course, but as I look at it, I don't know if we're going to quite make it. We might need to arm that next leg. Let's just make the next leg active. And that way we for sure will be on it. Yeah, that'll be better. And then I can arm the nav now, and we should intercept and be good to go. We're through 10,000. Lights can come off. What are you making for supper tonight, Kenny? I'm hungry. I haven't had anything yet. Nothing sounded good today. My speed is just off the chart right now. The problem that I have with this... Oh, you're going to make a pizza run. Downwind Sim, that That sounds delightful. I've got a frozen pizza in my freezer that's calling my name. Might be a really good call. Can I increase this? So the other thing maybe about this plane, just buyer beware. I don't know if anybody still buys this plane or not, but the FLC flight level change button, which is supposed to hold a constant airspeed as you climb, it does not do a very good job. It will shoot you straight up in the air and then dive you nose. It'll just roller coaster you. So I am continually just using vertical speed mode to maintain my speed. Downwind Sim, my favorite pizza of all time is Tombstone Pizza. It's that frozen cheap pizza that you get at the store. It is my favorite pizza, and this stream is still not sponsored by Tombstone Pizza. Can you believe it? However, I've eaten some fantastic pizza in my day, and I'm always on the hunt for that pie that's gonna replace Tombstone as my top pizza of all time. I did find a place in Denver, Colorado that is as close as ever, and maybe it is a little bit better. It's called Papu's Pizza. It's Connecticut style pizza, and fantastic Papu's Pizza. BC 5000. Hey, how are you? How the heck are you? Thanks for popping in, man. Whoops. So I've been looking for an equivalent to this plane in X-Plane for a while, and I think maybe I found it. Aerobasque makes an Eclipse. I think it's the Eclipse 500. I picked that up the other day, and it's about as close to this plane as I've found so far. This right now is still my, it's my favorite in P3D, and it's right at the top as far as biz jets go, even with the little funky FMC issue and all that stuff. But the Eclipse 550, I think the Eclipse 550 is right there, and it might actually be, when it's all said and done, I've only flown it a couple times, but it might end up being a plane I enjoy even better than this one right here. Nick's Aviation, yeah, man. Carinata has the Phenom 100. Is that for X-Plane, Nixie? I guess I haven't noticed that. Yeah, okay. Very nice. I might have to check it out. I do like this plane. I don't know why I'm in a ranking mood tonight. All-time favorite pizza, all-time favorite biz jet. What else will I rank? All right, the speed's starting to get down a little bit. Let's decrease our rate of climb. Let's go like about 2,000 feet per minute. We're still just peaking out here basically. And we've got another 11,000 feet to go. All-time favorite ice cream. Oh, that's easy, man. Neapolitan. Neapolitan is my all-time favorite. I have a little bit of that upstairs as well. I might just do a little pizza and ice cream tonight. That's good for the old diet. All-time favorite follower. Oh boy, that's a tough one because I really don't like any of you people. So I'm always amazed that anyone does follow, to be totally honest. I don't know what I offer people other than just pure comedic entertainment. But it sure is fun to hang out with you guys. There's no doubt about that. Rob Valkyrie checking in here. How are you, man? Oh, you were the one that asked all-time favorite ice cream. I missed that. I missed it was you. Good to have you, buddy. Happy Tuesday. I think we're doing okay. I screwed up. I should have went from Minneapolis, St. Paul or something here. But I thought there was a chance. See, we have Salt Lake, like something going on here, Salt Lake City. Tower or something. We're going to be sliding down kind of through here. We may have to check in early with Denver Center. These lines aren't super accurate in Vatastic, by the way, but that's us right there, just out of Bozeman, and heading down here to Grand Junction. So the other airport, and I haven't been there. It's Jeffco. Oh, maybe I have. Kind of fun because it's in that Denver Bravo. Kind of fun to go in there, but hopefully they'll have a lot of traffic tonight. So far pretty light, 8 departures, 2 arrivals, and 3 departures, 16 arrivals into Grand Junction. So spread the word. Virtual USA Flying Club guys, let's get after it, man. Let's fill up this event. We'll get on the ground here at Grand Junction and we'll kind of make a decision as to if we want to fly a second leg or not. Looks like Fort Worth Center is up and running. Of course, Minneapolis, St. Paul. Oh, Florida's got good coverage tonight. And then the usual really good coverage up here in the northeastern part of the United States and as well as eastern Canada. Wonder what they've got going up here. What could it be? Yeah, they're advertising Moncton Monday yesterday. I have not done a Moncton Monday in a while. Some northern South America. I did get one of these down here. Might be Santiago. No. I did get a scenery purchased for Chile as we try to expand our operations down into South America a little bit. So we have a base of operations now in the northern part. I have Simon Bolivar. And then also down here, kind of on the southwestern part. I don't remember what it is. I'll have to look. It looks pretty phenomenal. Both of those are. Oh, and we have Ecuador as well. That's right. I have Quito. Where's Quito at? Nobody going. There's Quito. So I have Quito in P3D, and I have Simon Bolivar and the one I bought for Chile, both in X-planes. So we're starting to get ourselves some options to fly down there a little bit more. Blue Angels or the Thunderbirds? Wow. Okay, I guess what I'll say is that I have never seen the Blue Angels in person, but the Thunderbirds used to come to Wyoming all the time and fly in an air show at Cheyenne. So I'd give the nod to the Thunderbirds just ever so slightly, just because they've made the trip to Wyoming. So I got to give them some props for that. A little bit of stuff happening in Europe and Australia. Man, I tell you what, this seems like kind of a dead Vatastic map. We've been really spoiled with all the ATC coverage during the Storms 110. There you go. That's exactly right. Oh boy, look at my speed. Hold on. Let's level out here. Let's get some airspeed back up. We've been spoiled with the COVID shutdown of having guys with lots of time on their hand to help us out and provide coverage even in the middle of the week. So it's kind of weird to see, like it used to be, if I saw this much ATC coverage before the shutdown, I'd be pumped. And now it's like, what? Only 10 airspaces active in the in the North America? What gives? All right, about to level out. And we're doing pretty well. So far, so good, I think. I can turn my signs off. We'll let the beverage service begin. I'm going to put the wing stabilizers on here. And actually, I'm not going to put that on. It's pretty calm right now, so we won't worry about that. I don't need any anti-icing. All my lights are off. And yeah, life is good. Welcome to Top of Climb. Let's check that cruise checklist just to make sure here we're in business. Yeah, we're good. We are good. We're up, we should be reducing to 84% NG for our cruise. And I should have probably pulled back on that just a little bit earlier too, but that's okay. Actually don't have any data. I need to get that climb rate data in there. I think it's somewhere between like 85 and 90%. I usually just leave it and it adjusts automatically. But yeah, we'll get up here. Like I say, I was thinking about 250 or so. We'll see if we make it quite that fast. Maybe more like about 220, but that's okay. They're both really good, Kenny. You know, obviously the Blue Angels have a little bit, they get more press and probably have a little bit longer history, I think is the main thing, but the Thunderbirds, they're solid. I enjoy the heck out of watching. It's pretty amazing. And the things I like about them is how slow they can fly. Like when they do that Cobra and they get the plane pointed straight up and they're just as stable as can be, that is absolutely amazing. Those guys, they really, you know, and I guess it comes with the territory. I mean, it's life and death for those guys when they fly. So you would not be surprised that to begin with they're some of the very best pilots that are out there, but they take everything just a little bit more seriously, I think, than the average pilot. All right. So let me hear some of your flash sale horror stories as we fly into the Denver airspace. Mine has been, I'm finding that, like, and I think the flash sale, you know, I think it's still going, but I've noticed that it hasn't been like every 3 hours like it was initially. They took that advertisement down, but I have found that it has been extremely effective in making me want to go back and check the website often. And now I see that they've taken off the last special, so there's a new round of specials coming on. What a great marketing tool. I mean, what a brilliant idea. I have to imagine they've had a huge amount of increase in traffic, and what a fantastic gesture by all these developers to not just during the sale, but during the whole stay-at-home thing to make these add-ons that much more affordable, so that guys like you and me can have a little bit of entertainment and take our minds off of things. I have picked up a few sceneries, and I have grabbed a couple of aircraft. I did do a little teaser. One of the aircrafts I picked up was the Aerobasque E1000, and that plane scoots. That'll be a lot of fun. But of course, the big purchase really for me was before the flash sale was grabbing that PC Turbo Porter. And of course, if you are familiar with the stream, you know how big a part bush flying is with what I do and the guys I hang out with here on the stream. And so that turbo porter was one where we were waiting and waiting and waiting, and that was really a fun plane to pick up. I've been in it probably 3 or 4 times is all, and still trying to get used to it. But man, what a plane! What an amazing, just crazy looking plane. But boy, does it go! um, Give props to the Thunders for the F-16 joystick movements. Oh yeah, just how sensitive that. Yeah, absolutely. And how they can just snap it right on the money. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's right there. And when you see, like, I mean, they look like they're locked in when they're flying and you're looking from the ground. But even when you look at, the GoPro cams, I mean, they're staying within 5 or 6 feet of each other, up and down, and just just the wind alone is enough to throw you here and there. It's just absolutely crazy how good they are, and yeah, to fly in formation, and then some of them go inverted, and it's like, wow, what a talented bunch of pilots. Yeah, the DCS world, that's a pretty cool looking sim. Back in my younger days, I was a little bit of a kind of a warbird guy. I still enjoy them here as well, but that's something I've kind of stayed away from, just because I'm like, I definitely don't have enough resources to be in 3 sims. I really don't really have enough resources to be in 2. That's why I've kind of stopped buying stuff for P3D. Well, I've stopped buying stuff for P3D, but I've got a lot of aircraft and scenery. It's still a lot of fun to come over here from time to time, but you'll notice it's becoming less and less as time goes by. Looks like we're getting ready to make a turn. Where will we be heading towards? I think this is Du Bois, and we're going to be turning left to Rock Springs. Yep, 6 miles to Delta Bravo Sierra. Dubois. Now the question is, how soon should I make contact with Denver? I think I might make contact with Denver, at least initially at Rock Springs. And then if they want to grab me, they can. If they don't, they they don't have to. But then I need to start thinking a little bit about, if they don't grab a hold of me, I need to start thinking about descent planning. Yep, there we go. We're making the turn toward Du Bois. Storms, feel free to put screenshots in there, man. It's a GA related channel. There's a cup of coffee channel if you want, and that's just kind of more general flight sim related discussion. So feel free. I encourage that kind of stuff. I like seeing what other people are doing in the flight sim community. All right, looks like our top speed is going to be about 225. Yeah, there's the barber pole. I filed 250, but I wouldn't have made it. And we are up above the weather. We are in some icing conditions now, and it's nice to be up this high because we're over the top of it. I think once we get closer to Grand Junction, the weather actually improves. Maybe a little bit of turbulence, so there's probably some wind going on, but alright, what do we... So from Rock Springs down to Grand Junction, I'm estimating about 160 miles. And I think we're going to be landing to the west. So I am feeling like we'll be given either a LDA, DME, or the RNAV 29 approach. We'll be Grand Junction. That'd be a good one to have out here to Spada and see if we can fly this 21 DME arc and intercept the localizer. 8,500 is the initial fix altitude for that one. If we're thinking about the RNAV, still 8,500. Either way, will be fine for us. So that means let's do some math here. 8,500 basically, so we need to drop 30,000 feet. So 30,000 feet divided by 3 basically is we need to start that descent roughly 100 miles from Grand Junction. So at Rock Springs, if we're approximately 160, we would want to start that descent shortly thereafter if Denver Center doesn't talk us into doing it a little bit earlier. But we have a little bit of time yet. Still 178 miles until we hit Rock Springs. Let's update the heading bug here. So while we have a little bit of time, I am going to go get myself a little something to sip on, and I will be right back. I'll let you guys enjoy the sights and sounds. That outside sound was kind of loud. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, okay. You've got some pics there, Storms 110. I'm going to go check it out here. Let me get my webcam back on so that you can see my expressions. Jack Winston, welcome. Happy Tuesday, buddy. Good to see you. We're going to check out some Blue Angel pictures here from our friend Kronk, aka Storms 110. And this is from the DCS world. Oh, very nice, man. Very nice. Those big C-130s used to fly over. I used to coach football at a town, Cheyenne, Wyoming, in a little tiny school there, and the football field was at the end of the runway of Cheyenne's airport, which is the same airport. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's impressive. So while we would be at football practice with my little 4th and 5th grade flag football players, these big C-130s would fly over the top of us when the wind was right. And yeah, so we had a lot of water breaks during those practices because those kids were just enamored with those planes. Dang, that's pretty cool, dude. There you go, boys and girls. Check out the Blue Angels on DCS World. Yeah, I love it when it does the little vapor thing. That's awesome. Very nice, man. Thanks for sharing those. That was cool. Very cool. No, I like that kind of stuff. Storms. That's cool, man. Getting bored of airliners. Uh-oh. Yeah, there you go. You're hanging with the right crowd now, Jack, if that's what you want to do. And you couldn't have picked a better time to think about expanding your collection than right now with the dadgum sales that xplane.org is tossing our way. It's about hard to get away from my computer every night without dropping another $20. Very appreciative, though, like I said. I try to support as much as I can those developers, because I know they're probably, whatever their day jobs are, they're probably not working them. That's some high quality H2O right there. So if I can toss them a couple of bucks, if I got the money, I'll do that. All right, I think we're doing pretty good. Everything looks great so far. It was a little bit of a glitchy start if you were here with us earlier, or if you weren't, I should say. We had some trouble with the FMC. It was going a little haywire, so I loaded up. I'm not in the usual 850 Hotel Papa, and I loaded up a different livery, and it loaded with the engines running. And so we did skip over that step. By the way, it's a very simple process to start this airplane. Really, truly is. Set the parking brake. You put the well, it just depends. Like we had the APU going. You flip this guy over to start, and it takes just a few minutes for the engines to get stabilized, and then you do this. You disconnect the ground power unit, and then you do the same thing to number 1. And oh, you have to put the you have to turn the engine ignitions to on. I think they may be off right now. They probably should be on auto. Yeah, they should be on auto right now. But that's it. It's very, very easy to start. Only thing that you don't get bored with these days, yeah, is the 737 and the 727. And slant whiskey, I love it. Yeah, I'm still hoping. I saw that FlyJ Sim had one of their planes on sale, but it's the one that I'm holding out for. That they've got that Q400 that's supposedly in development. I have no idea how close it is, but they've got the original one that they developed a few years ago. It's called the Legacy one now, and I mean it was on sale for like 15 bucks, and man, I was close because I do so want to learn how to fly one of those. I don't have a Dash 8 in either sim, but I think that one's going to be one that'll be worth waiting for. I did grab, by the way, if you haven't, Jack, maybe a fun plane is the SR-22. There's a good freeware one from a developer group called Hold My Beer, which is a great name, but they made a little SR-22T, and yeah, it's I mean it's got a few little quirky deals, but it's a really high quality overall plane, very well modeled, and the graphics look wonderful, and they're, from what I understand, they've been very responsive to community feedback, and they've already pushed out 2 hot fixes, and so that's kind of nice. That's kind of refreshing. I enjoy that and appreciate that. So I have downloaded it, and I have started it, and I've flown a pattern, and that's about it. And it's a fun little plane. 2 question mark? What are you talking about? Kenny, what are you talking about? But it's hard to beat that price. I know Torque Sim has one coming out as well, and I know that somebody else has an SR-20 that is already out. I know Carenato's SR-20 or whatever 22T is a wreck. From what I hear, it's a buggy mess. But yeah, I mean, 2 updates. Yeah, Kenny, that was nice to see. I watched Citation Max actually do a stream on that a while back, and he was in it, and apparently has quite a bit of, I think, real world experience in it, and was really impressed with some of the changes that they'd made already, and pointed out a few more things that still needed to happen, and a few things that he said they won't ever be able to fix. Like, one of the things apparently is the windows are not the right type of window on the sides, and they pretty much said, well, it's going to be too much work for us to fix that, so they're going to just leave it as is. But they fixed a few things that I think the real pilot said, hey, this isn't right, and they were able to go in and take care of it, which is cool. Well, we're getting close. 88 miles to Rock Springs. Again, that'll be our point where we check in with Denver Center, even though we are still a little ways away. Kenny, I'm contemplating it. So there's another airport that's involved in this, Jeffco Airport, and I'm going to see how this one goes. I'm going to see kind of what is happening with the family, and if able, yeah, I might be up for another flight. Be nighttime, and that'd be kind of cool as well. Dallas Overload. Cleared approach is doing something. Dallas Overload. What's going on in Dallas? Oh, they just have some Just have coverage down there, I guess. I thought maybe there was an event or something. 13 departures, 10 arrivals. Yeah, put that tractor in the barn, man. Go down there and give him some action. He would appreciate it. So again, we're estimating at about 100 miles from the Grand Junction VOR. We would want to start our descent, and I'm estimating, because I don't have an exact number here, it'll tell me as soon as I make the turn, but we're estimating this leg from Rock Springs to Grand Junction VOR is about 160 miles, so we could let it count down just a little bit. I won't wait till 100. If I don't have anything from Denver, I'll actually probably start it at about 120, and just to have a little bit of extra time to get down. But maybe it'll be all for naught. I know once we get into Denver's airspace, they will help us with that a little bit. And this thing does descend fairly well. So, well, okay, Kenny. I mean, if you have to, you have to. I get that. I understand. We'd hate to lose you, but I also know sometimes the guy's got to go fly, man. So, we'll be here. Yeah, I hope not myself, buddy. So, yeah, we'll see you in a little bit. Ooh, the PC-12. That is a fun plane, Jack. So let me ask you, when I start it up, I get that weird, like, warning beep. Is that standard, or am I doing something wrong? You know what I'm talking about? It's like a broop, 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 and the pitch goes up as the RPMs speed up, and then eventually goes away. But all right, Kenny, take care, man, and oh yeah, if you get something up and running, we'll try to peek in, and yeah, when it's all said and done, if we're still up, come on back, and we'll be happy to hang with you. Battery draw warning. Yeah, I just didn't know if Storms, if that was something in the checklist process that I was missing. When I've watched other people stream, it sounds like many of them have the same warning, but then every once in a while I'll come across somebody and it like doesn't sound like that's going, and so I don't know if they just have like the simulator sound turned down, or if they, like I say, they followed a different process that doesn't give you that warning. And then I can't find anybody in real life that has that shows the startup procedure that at least has that, you know, that warning. And maybe, again, maybe they dub that out just because it's kind of annoying. But well, I guess at the end of the day it does turn off. So, you know, it hasn't seemed to interfere with what I've tried to do in my flights. So I'll continue to research. Gosh, we're a long way away. But I'm going to turn south here, and then it's going to be pretty tough. What do we have? Denver Center is 3560. Let's go ahead and tune that in. See if we're picking up any comms. There we go.
Have a good night.
Grand Junction approach is 1970.
November 82 Juliet Whiskey. Do you have the Lens 9 departure?
Oh no, a pizza emergency. That's not good, downwind. Daughters, they'll do that to you every time. Every time. Starflies. Hello. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. Take 6. Welcome aboard, guys. We have jumped into the world of P3D version 4.5. Doing a little bit of BizJet flying, having some fun. So far so good. Little sim glitch at the beginning, but everything else has gone fairly well.
We know we're good with the mountains. It's just we'll be barely scraping them here.
Delta 933, make it flight level 200 actually.
200, Delta 933.
Good to have you aboard. Just about to hit Rock Springs and turn south towards Grand Junction. Gonna have to start thinking about descent planning here in just a little bit. I'm old school in every way, including my sim.
November 82 Juliet Whiskey, stand by.
I'm not afraid to be old school. I'm an old man. I can be old school. We're going to attempt to make contact with Denver Center here as soon as we turn south past Rock Springs. I think we're just a little bit, still a little bit west probably, but maybe he'll want to talk to us. I don't know. If not, we're going to start our descent probably within about 20 miles of getting south of Rock Springs.
Dennis Wild, maintain 16,000, 16,000, departure at Mesa, squawk 6520. 6520 for transponder, maintain 733.
There's another plane, Southwest 66 Delta, who's out in front of us, and I've been waiting to hear him check in. He's going direct to Denver, but
American 732 negative, hold for release, advise number 1 for departure, fixed change crew, so long.
He doesn't know what that means, does he?
November 9er Tango Bravo, Denver Center, welcome.
November 8 Juliet Whiskey, canceling farm cross.
November 82 Juliet Whiskey, roger. Water C 4670, descend maintain 13,000. Junction altimeter tree 018, reduce speed to 250 or less. Alright, descend maintain 13,000, slowing down.
I should have been technically squawking 2200, shouldn't I have?
Foxtrot X-ray, contact Junction approach 119.7. 19.7, Foxtrot X-ray, good day.
We are south now of Rock Springs, and I'm going to go ahead and just make that call and see what happens. Yeah, our distance is 152. I'd like to start down at about 130 if I could. At Denver Center, Phenom, November 11816.
November 11816, Denver Center.
Yes, sir. Just crossed Rock Springs. I don't know if we're quite in your area, but wanted to check in. We're at 390.
November 11816, you're not quite in my area, but you're about to be. Squawk 6526.
6526.
Denver Control, good evening, Piedmont 221, with you 12000, turn on left, direct to Clear VOR.
All right, there we go. So that'll take the
Calling
guesswork out of
Piedmont 221.
our descent.
Piedmont 221, Denver Center. Welcome.
Again, no arrival into Grand Junction, but we are expecting an approach to the west runway 30.
Southwest 66 Delta.
Sorry,
Denver
runway
Center,
29er. And
contact Denver approach 120.35.
looking at probably the RNAV. I might try to fly the LDA DME 29er. That's always entertaining.
Southwest 66 Delta radar contact 30 miles east of the Rock Springs VOR. Welcome. Break November 11816. Radar contact 10 miles south of the Rock Springs VOR. Welcome.
Give him a couple clicks.
American 1004 leaving Mars Space southeast Albuquerque Center offline.
Before descent checklist. We've briefed the arrival. There isn't one. We're going to be descending essentially west of the airfield and be vectored around, whether it's the RNAV or it is the DME approach. We're going to be heading around the south of the airfield and approaching to the west. Runway 29er is what we're thinking. As soon as we get ready to descend, we're going to turn our PED and belt sign back on, and we will get we can do that right now actually. Let's get the ATIS, and let's do it the fun way. Can we do it the fun way? There we go. I have an ATIS frequency for Grand Junction of 1855.
2 miles, 15,000. Alright, left turn 180, water ski 4670.
Let me get my note page set up. Excuse me. And let's see if we can monitor COM 2.
Southwest 449, Roger. Southwest 449, Denver Center.
We may be too far away.
Southeast Albuquerque, Monty, you come 122.8.
Alright, we're going to take that off. I will get the text version of the ATIS right now. Information Charlie. Winds 290 at 11. 10 statute miles, it's clear. Altimeter is 3018. Visual approaches in use. Landing, departing, runway 29er. Very good. Yeah, we might end up at the end of the day just doing a visual approach. That'd be okay too. I like to hand fly this thing. This is a fun plane. And we do have, I have the tower frequency already tuned in, and, sorry, the approach frequency 19.7. We do have tower frequency here 18.1. Oh, I know why we aren't able to hear the... We need to make it active. Let's see if we can hear it now.
Water ski 4670.
Altimeter 3018.
Contact Junction approach.
Visual approach is in use.
Direct Junction 19.7 approach, water ski
29er.
4670.
Advise on initial contact. You have information Charlie.
Information Charlie.
Denver Center 6892, I was back in the saddle.
Grand Junction REGL Airport ATIS information Charlie. 00530. Wind 290 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 2000. Temperature 21. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3018. Visual approach is in use. Landing and departing runway 29er. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
I just realized I hadn't gone to standard barrow.
816, descent by description maintain 13,000, 13,000, junction altimeter 3018.
Pilot's discretion down to 13,000, 3018. Phenom 816. There you go. Anyway, that was kind of a bad miss because that was about 400 feet lower than what I reported. And so again, about 108 miles. It's a little bit later than I would have started, but
816, traffic 2 o'clock, about 15 miles, flight level 390, unknown aircraft type traveling eastbound.
okay, we'll look for the traffic and we're going to go ahead and start the descent. Phenom 816.
Phenom 816, thank you.
Yep, let's get down below that guy. Let's watch our speed here. No VNAV in this bird, even though it does have a VNAV button. It's not modeled, or it's modeled, but it's quirky. So you can, whoops, you can put in altitudes and speeds, but it's altitudes, but you really still can't control the speeds. So it's a little bit of a, it's just not worth trying to mess with. So I just try to kind of keep the speed constant and descend at about 2,000 feet per minute. That usually gets me pretty close. Altitude is armed. Okay, and I forgot to do that. Belt signs back on. Anti-icing is not needed.
Alright, so maintain 13,000, 250 or less on the speed.
Altimeter is, might as well go ahead and spin that in there, 3018.
We'd like to divert to Eagle County if able. We have a fuel problem.
November 9 Tango Bravo, Roger. You're clear to the Eagle County.
A little early to do that, I know, but I'll forget. As you saw, I'll forget if I don't do it now. Don't need any landing lights just yet.
November 9 Tango Bravo, back correct. Fly heading 260.
Okay.
260 on that.
Southwest 1033, Denver Center, welcome, thank you. Delta 933, descend maintain 15,000, 15,000.
Let's see, I could put in tower. Let's put tower into COM 2. Tower is 1810.
November 9 Tango Bravo, advise we need a weather and Eagle.
Roger, what's up?
And ground, also, we have ground 121.4.
FedEx 557, descend via the next one arrival. Denver landing north.
I'm not very good at using COM 2. I really should use COM 2. It's a simple matter of just literally flipping over from here to here.
Alpha clear for takeoff. And
And then you turn off COM 1, basically. How do I do that?
Delta 933.
Yeah, like that.
712, I've got a departing traffic. You're almost at 250.
Well, we'll give that a try.
We're almost at 250, Delta 932.
The only time I ever use COM 2, it seems like, is when I have an issue with COM 1.
Roger, 250.
It would really make life a lot easier. I never did see that traffic, so hopefully he passed right over the top of us.
Hey, read your chat.
Hey, don't be bossy, man. Hello, hello. Am I push to talk or not? Which way am I talking?
November 9 Tango Bravo, Roger, flighting 320.
Is this thing on? Hello? Can you hear me?
Test 1 2. I hear you. Read my chat. Okay, what's going on in chat here? Pizza secured. Oh, Anna Banana. Hey. Hello, young lady. How dare you keep your dad, that starving old man, waiting for his pizza? I mean, for crying out loud, how many more beauty supplies do you need? I saw the video. You have quite a collection already. None of it it doesn't look like you need any of it, by the way, but you know, it's one thing to make your dad sit there and do a review of your mascara. It's another to keep him from his pizza. That's dangerous at his age. Good to talk to you, Anna.
Phenom 816, reduce speed to 250 or less.
All right, we're current. Oh, jeez, that's not us.
Phenom 816, say again.
I'm sorry, we're currently
I totally
238. Phenom 816.
Phenom 816, thank you.
Daughters.
Medevac 285 Alpha Sierra, clear the Denver International Airport via the Gypsum 6 departure. Vladdy, then assault. Maintain flight level 210.
So there is a little bit of cloud layer kind of settled in. Looks like maybe settled in
She would
valley
like to
there.
have a little review of your streaming etiquette later on from a famous YouTuber. By the
Medevac 5 Alpha Sierra, actually stand by.
She's the famous YouTuber. I need to be getting etiquette from her.
Medevac 5 Alpha Sierra, roger. Runway 25, taxi via Alpha.
Take 25 via Alpha, Medevac 5 Sierra, thanks.
Medevac 5 Alpha Sierra, are you able to accept Kremlin?
Actually, what I need to do with her is send her my raw footage and let her work her magic in the editing, the post-processing room. She does some fantastic work.
Medevac 5 Alpha Sierra, Medevac 5 Alpha Sierra.
Starting to get a little fast here.
Are you able to accept the Kremlin transition of the Gypsum 6 departure? Flight invalid off the Gypsum 6.
Okay, we're just asking you, can you give us direct Denver?
She's kind of expensive, though.
Medevac 5 Alpha Sierra, negative.
Okay, why?
Okay, Medevac 5 Alpha Sierra, I can't give you direct Denver from the grounded Eagle. I can coordinate that once you're in the air.
And you spent most of your money on all those
okay,
add-ons.
Show me the regulations for
Right.
that. But we'll go Kremling and then over to Flatty.
Ooh, we got regulation guy.
Medevac's allowed to go directly.
You're talking to a real world air traffic controller. I've got an idea of what goes on in the system.
Okay,
All
come on.
agency has to go directly.
Come on.
That's not how it works, buddy.
Come on.
You can go to their website and find all their SOPs.
Okay, guys, let's calm down on the frequency here.
Yeah, that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here.
Southwest 66 Delta, descend via the Flight 1 departure. Denver landing north, Denver altimeter tree at 005.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, Anna, he taught you well. I can understand that because he's taught me quite a few good tricks as well. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool that you're able to share that with him.
November 69 Victor Juliet.
You've sort of become my adopted, like, cyber daughter, Anna. I don't know if you know that, but you kind of are.
Delta 933, descend maintain 13,000.
Descend maintain 13,000, Delta 933.
Yeah, normally, Jack, I really like having the real world guys on, but every once in a while it just gets a little over the top, and who knows, the guys that are controlling on VATSIM, they may also be real world guys, and if they're interpreting something differently from you, just roll with it. I mean, it doesn't have to be that big of a deal. I do not want to do a makeup review. If you were here, though, one of the things my middle school girls always enjoyed doing was doing my nails. So, yeah, little, is that a Petty? No, that's a Manny, little Manny. I see. I have
Okay,
no.
Delta 15,
I have
26.
nieces. That's the closest I have to having any kind of female youth influence in my life. I have a daughter-in-law who lives here, who's a mom, and
Delta 15,
all my
26.
nieces are far,
If you're
far away.
northeast
So I don't have that.
122.8.
You know, I don't get that enriching cultural experience like your dad does. I'm a little bit jealous. Oh, I'm getting a phone call here, guys. Hang on.
American 732, if, okay, you were supposed to
Hello.
hold for release and advise for departure, but regardless, ident, please.
Nothing around. I don't know, but power free on it.
American 732, better contact
Aha.
0 miles east. of
There you
North
go.
Shore.
My dinner has just been secured. My wife and son went out
November 9 Tango Bravo, turn left
and
for
went to a
Kimball,
movie,
cross Kimball, outer above
and they're
14,000,
picking up Wendy's on the way
14,000,
home.
Kimball, clear RNAV,
So
GPS
there you
for
go.
Delta approach.
Good things come to he who waits.
2,100 cleared on GPS.
So I'll be munching on chicken nuggets while I'm
November 9
trying
Bravo,
to.
Kimball, outer above 14,000, 14,000.
All right, enjoy, Anna. Enjoy the pizza. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, 18,000. We've got Barrow set. I'm going to pull up the RNAV just to have it in. I don't know which one I would actually put in. Honestly, I'm just going to try to fly this visually. If you've seen any of these, you know the problems that you have loading approaches while you're in mid-flight. Basically, what it does is it completely jumbles everything, and then if you try to activate an approach, it kind of does, kind of doesn't. The waypoint that you're flying to is a little bit of a freak show. Well, I'll just show you. So let's say we are let's load the RNAV into Grand Junction. So we need the, oh, it doesn't even have anything. Okay, well that's going to make it easy. That's going to make it easy. We're flying the visual, ladies and gentlemen. That's weird.
Southwest 1764,
Very, very weird. Ooh, getting a little bit fast. I was instructed to stay below 250, and I'm right there.
Phenom 816, contact Junction approach 119.7.
1970. Thanks for the ATC, Phenom 816. Grand Junction approach. Good evening, Phenom November 11816. 14,000 descending information, Charlie.
Phenom 11816, Denver approach. Expect visual approach runway 29er. Perimeter 3018.
Visual into 29er 3018, Phenom 816. Alright, now that we're leveling off, our speed will come down. Let's try to get it about about 190 if we can here. So I'm just going to hand arm this. I'm going to put in the LDA. That's 109.7.
Delta 933 has a silver side, and we're looking for.
And we'll put that in, and that'll be the frequency if we were to have to capture a localizer. That's what we have. But again, we're going to just attempt to fly the visual. Here's Grand Junction. I'm pretty sure that's the town.
Delta
kind of coming in. And the airfield will be kind of right over there. I don't see it just yet,
Okay,
but
cross Tesla at or above, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that, altitude Delta 933.
Delta 933 Cessna at or above 9,900.
Roger, cross Tesla at or above 9,900, clear the RNAV, runway 29 approach, Delta 9.
Wendy's has very good food. It's one of the places I actually worked in college, and you know, everybody that works at fast food restaurants, they all have their horror stories and they all have their things that they say, oh, I'll never eat that after working there. I can honestly say there's nothing on the menu at Wendy's that I would not eat. They are one of the strictest as far as cleanliness guidelines of all of the restaurant chains. I know because I worked a lot of those closing shifts, and boy, oh boy, did we clean everything every night, top to bottom. So they really did a good job with their food storage. I mean, stuff is fresh, and if it's not fresh, it gets thrown away. And I mean, there's nothing on the menu that.
November 11816, turn left heading 130.
Left turn 130, Phenom 816.
Phenom 816, and it maintains 6,800.
6,800, 816. 130, heading mode. 6,800. How do I do? I'm trying to remember. Gosh dang it, I can't remember how to. There we go. And vertical speed it down here. Can be a little more gentle. Go about 1,500 feet per minute. I'll try to get my speed at about 180 now, as we're kind of getting into the pattern slightly. Okay, and the other thing I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and switch the CDI over to VOR mode, and I'm going to put in the approach course, which is, it's 312. And again, this is just set as backup. We're in visual conditions, so we shouldn't need it, but just in case. Yeah, Jack, it's weird.
November 11816, I'm in altitude, descend and maintain 9,000.
Okay, 9,000, Phenom 816. The other thing that's weird about this plane, Jack, is if you do direct to, it completely gets rid of everything in your flight plan. You know, like normally you should be able to go down your waypoint list and pick something and go direct to that waypoint, and it might get rid of everything above, but it keeps everything below. This one, like I say, does not do that. I have the field in sight.
822 Charlie Sierra, Denver departure.
So it's just, like I say, it's weird, and I've looked on the forums, and people have trouble, and for whatever reason, Coronado is kind of like, yeah, I don't know, it's just not, you know, just not, they just weren't able to fix it, I guess. I don't have anything else of theirs that has a G1000, so I don't know if they've had updates in later add-ons that, you know, like their SR22, that has glass, and so I wonder if that G1000 is better than this one, and if it is, how hard would it be to just put the same, you know, panels in these aircraft? I don't know. And maybe it's tough, but I do have the GTN 750, and I've told myself often that what a guy probably ought to do is look to see if I can put that in. There's a guy taking off. Very cool.
Sierra traffic, 12 o'clock, 2 miles southeast bound is a PC for correction of Phenom setting at.
That's us, buddy.
Should be no backup.
Yeah.
Roger that. Yeah, we have traffic in sight for 822 Charlie Sierra. Thanks.
All right, speed looks good. Let's check Let's check our approach. We've got windshield heat on. Ice protection's not needed. Wing stabilizer is not needed. Our passenger signs are on. We will flip landing lights on. We should have done that already. And our reference data, we're going to be looking at an approach speed of about 106. So we will approach kind of about a 120-ish. I'll try to keep my speed at about 180 right now. I think we just flew past the airfield. Actually, I need to get down to flap speed here real
Departure,
quick.
Meridian, November 991 Lima Romeo with you passing 6,000.
November 991 Lima Romeo, Denver departure radar contact. Trying to maintain 12,000.
12,000, and we're still on runway heading 1 Lima Romeo.
Maybe get just a hair slow here, really pitching up. I don't want to get too slow. Tell me no glide slope on this, that's weird. No, that's okay. Lost sound? Nope, I'm still showing I'm kicking out some sound on my end. Hopefully you're hearing everything okay.
November 11816, turn left, heading 060. Send and maintain 8,300.
Left turn 060 down to 8,300, 816.
November 823 Charlie Sierra, contact Denver Center now, 135.6.
Over to 135.6 for
Oh.
823 Charlie Sierra. Thank you.
JBL went dead. Okay, gotcha. You worried me a little bit there. Okay, where are you? Runway, airport, where are you? Have I...
33, maintain 180 knots or less until Inkiri.
I should be on,
Roger, 180
kind of on the base leg right here. It must just be a little bit behind me. Okay. Oh no, it's over there. Where is it? I don't know. Yeah, it's...
November 11816, the field is at your 9 o'clock, 8 miles reported.
We're gonna lie. Yeah, we have the field, November 816.
November 816, good visual approach, runway 29.
Cleared for the visual, runway 29er, Phenom 816. Alright, here we go, guys. Let's just make this turn. Let's see how we do. Yeah, we're going to blow through the localizer. I think he kind of gave us a little bit of a late turn there, but that's okay.
November 91 Lima Romeo, proceed direct cone.
I want to turn the flight director off.
Direct cones, would you like that a left or a right turn?
It'll be a left
Sync
turn.
rate.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. There is the... Oops. Whoa. A little bit quick, actually, on that turn. Huh. Okay. Boy, my localizer is telling me a little bit of a different story here, isn't it? Okay.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
It's not like the
Sync
1,500 feet per minute descent. Over to tower 18.1, November 816. See it. Alright, we're going to just try to do this. Put over. There we go. Tower, good evening. Phenom, November 11816 on the visual, runway 29er.
Phenom 11816, Grand Junction Tower, good evening. Runway 29er, wind 30011, clear land.
Cleared land, runway 29er, Phenom 816. All right, we got a notch of flaps in. We're a little bit quick here, but the speed does come down fairly nice in this plane. Boy, it's reverse sensing. It's that same reverse sensing localizer issue that I have when I fly to Nantucket.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Yeah, I'm a little bit steep, aren't I? A little bit fast. Let's see how we do. If we don't get it, we'll fly the mist. Mist approach, climb to 7,000. Heading 300. Basically runway heading. And then make a left-hand turn and climb to 10,000 if we have to go mist. I think we're going to be okay. We dove down just a little bit to get it, but I think we're going to be fine. Yep, there we go. We're on the glide. We'll start to level out just a little bit, get the speed down. We still need to get gear down. We can do that under 140. We're getting closer. Oh, we're unstable here, guys. We're unstable. I'm not liking it. We're going to go around. Yeah, we're going to go around, guys. At Phenom 816 on the go around.
Phenom 816, fly runway heading.
Runway heading, Phenom 816. All right, up to 7,000.
Phenom 816, do you want to make right traffic, come back to 29er?
Telsey for the RNAV 129.
Affirm, Phenom 816.
Okay, 816, stay with me, make right traffic, runway 29er, we'll get you in.
Okay, right traffic, runway 29er. I'll stay with you, Phenom 816. All right, the 5,800 will be pattern altitude.
Tower Delta 932.
Yeah, I just don't feel like I was just a little high and a little fast. I didn't have my gear down yet, so I think it's better just to try to fly it right. I really dove down. I shouldn't have had to do that anyway, so.
933, runway 29er, wind 30011.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and
Clear to land, no worries, Delta 933.
enter the crosswind. And I'll keep my speed about here. I think we're doing okay. I'll give a little bit of power. There is a little bit of terrain, as you can see. It would be nice. Yeah, I'm going to get up to about 5,800 here in just a second. And it's never bad to fly a mist. Never bad to fly an extra pattern. Well, I don't know if I have no, I don't really have the field in sight very well, so we're just going to come.
816, report right base, runway 29er.
Call the right base, runway 29er, Phenom 816. It is there actually, Rob. It's upstairs getting cold right now. So that's.
And Phenom 816, I've got landing traffic on about a 6-mile final. Extend your downwind, I'll call you base.
Roger, 816. Alright, which is good because I need to kind of get a sense of where the heck I'm at. Oh, the sacrifices I make for a good landing. Sacrificing hot chicken nuggets. Tisk, tisk. Alright, well we're at 5,800. We're at pattern altitude here. Let's just see if we can fly straight and level for a while and do a better job of picking up. There's the field. Okay. Doesn't feel like we're at 1,000 feet. Feels like we're lower than that, doesn't it? Altitude up, airport elevation is 4858. We're at, yeah, we're a little, only about 100 below. There's the landing traffic. I think we're actually going to be just about right. Let's get our speed managed though right now, huh? Again, ref speed of 106. We'd like to approach at about 120. I can hit the gear at 140. I'm going to put a notch of flaps in right now. Okay, we're abeam the numbers. There's the landing traffic. We'll be following that guy. But tower's going to call my base.
Phenom 1816, you can turn right base now.
Right base, Phenom 816. Alright, here we go. Still just a bit fast. But once we get the gear down, yeah, actually we're not too bad here, are we? Losing a little bit of speed in the turn. Okay, let's take a look-see. There we go. Drop the gear. Return final. How close are we on the rollout here? Oh boy, I missed it. This may be worse than the first approach. Holy Moses. Whoa, boy.
Phenom 1816, runway 29er, wind 30011, clear to land.
Runway 29er, clear to land, Phenom 816. Boy, that was a terrible round out. Terrible base leg. Alright. Fully configured. A little bit on the low side this time, but much closer to where I want to be. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and just S-turn all the way in here. How does that sound, guys? You alright with that? Holy cow. By all rights, I should just do another go around. Goodness sakes. Long time no Phenom? Yeah, maybe. Actually, I can't even say this. Just bad piloting skills. I like the low and slow, right? So that's why I'm coming in nice and low. And then I'm going to float it. See how far down the runway we can float her. Alright, down nice and soft anyway. I guess that's about the only good thing. And we'll go ahead and roll it down here a little bit. We've got traffic to follow here anyway, so we'll get down here. And looks like Alpha 4 is our boy. No, yes, we're going to get Alpha 4. And welcome to Grand Junction, ladies and gentlemen.
Phenom 1816, welcome to Grand Junction, last one able, contact ground 121.4, good night.
Alright, tanging the left here on Alpha 4. We'll go over to ground. Thanks for the help, Phenom 816.
My pleasure, we'll see you next time.
Alright. Make sure I'm not getting anybody's way here. And ground, good evening. Phenom, November 11816. We're clear, runway 29 on Alpha 4. Thank you, sir.
Phenom 1816, you're still on tower.
Oh, jeez.
Ground 121.4.
Uh-oh.
You can do whatever you want.
And ground, good evening. Phenom, November 11816. Clear, runway 29 on Alpha 4.
November 11816, right by Alpha, good night.
Ramp via Alpha, November 11816. Alright, so I don't even know where to go in this airfield. I'm not here very often. It looks like the terminal is pretty much straight ahead. So we're gonna, I'll hang a left here and look at what my son brought me. Oh yeah. Mmm. Yum yum. Rob, thanks for hanging out, man.
Southwest 712.
Downwind sim, I'm not going to argue that.
back in a bit.
I am not going to argue that. Pizza is better than chicken nuggets. There's no doubt about that. Whoa. We're just going to go down here and see if we can find... There's a GA plane. We'll go park next to the Skyhawk. That was good. That was good. All right, folks. I think we're going to call it good with this leg. I might fly the other leg, but I think I'll fly it offline here because I want to eat my nuggets. So I appreciate everybody swinging in and hanging out with our flight from Bozeman down here to Grand Junction on a Train It Up Tuesday. They're still rolling, so if you wanted to get out and do a little bit of this yourself, you could. It's Grand Junction and Jeffco are the two featured airports, and that may be what we try to fly for the second leg. Coming up on the stream Thursday, we do have a Boston virtual fly-in, and I'm going to be back over in the X-Plane world in the Just Flight Turbo Aero. Oh, I forgot. Wednesday, tomorrow, there's a virtual USA Flying Club event. It's a Utah free-for-all event. 6 airfields, 2 controlled, 4 uncontrolled, and it's just a chance to have some fun and fly the route that you want to fly, however you want to fly it. So stop in tomorrow and check out the virtual USA Flying Club free-for-all event. Then Thursday, I'll be back on the stream, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, doing the BVA fly-in out Boston way. And then Saturday, kind of a cool event. I'm looking forward to it. It's the Good Morning Seattle event. And my friend Downwind Sim, I think, has fixed up the Seattle scenery. And those of you in X-Plane, you know what I'm talking about. But I think he's had the bulldozer out there all afternoon. So looking forward to flying. I don't have an aircraft decided just yet. I have a few I need to test, but I don't have anything on the docket just yet. But I'll be in Seattle on Saturday morning, so hopefully you can stop in. And then next Tuesday, a week from today, we are going to be in the Carenado Saab 340 with a route yet to be determined, but we will definitely be, oh my goodness, that guy was right on me. We will definitely be finding something, and I'll let you know when we decide what that route is going to be. But I'm going to kind of call it good. I'm not going to make you watch the shutdown. I'm going to just say thanks for stopping in. I'm going to take a peek here, and let's see. There's got to be somebody flying GA somewhere that we can go and raid. And let's see, who could it be? Oh, it's going to have to be Seat Back Pocket. I haven't rated Seat Back Pocket for quite a while. So hang tight with me. Let's go over and at least say hello to Seat Back Pocket. And hopefully I will see you guys on Thursday up at Boston. If I don't, then I hope you have a good rest of your week. Hug your family. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And we'll see you real soon. Take care. God bless.